This is Black Light. Let me make this one thing clear. See, we got a lot of brothers that's on the one. In other words, they talking common sense. I just got through listening to a video or seeing a video with young Pharaoh and this other brother. And I think Red Pill or Blue Pill was in it. They was talking about a variety of things, but the last thing they was talking about was the economics, the dollar, the dollar. See, right now, you got brothers that's working the land. You got black farmers. You got brothers with farms, so forth. When you say pull your resources together, you just don't mean pulling your dollars together. We mean you got to network with one another. You got to let the people, you got to advertise your black business. You got to let the people know what you're doing. And we got to have a soul train going on. So, and then once you get that dollar, now you know what that dollar's for. It's weaponized. Because the more you spend, you know, the more in debt you're going to be in. And the more in debt you're going to be in, the less the dollar's worth because it goes into inflation. What they did was they stole all the money, all the gold. Now the gold is the gold standard. They knew what they was doing when they stole the gold. They stole all the gold and they're going to sit on it and you know whatever the market they could you know adjust the market anytime they want to. They sitting on the gold, the diamonds. Now all this type of money or collateral, you know, don't draw interest and it don't draw debt. You see? So but they gonna sell it to you twice as much for those paper dollars. And since it's out of circulation, the light company can't use it. The car manufacturers can't use it. You know, can't nobody use it. So you gotta transfer that money, but you gotta keep it in. How you gotta do this? You gotta keep it in your neighborhood, let it circulate, and go to the pawn shops or somewhere where you can buy some gold at. Put it in that gold. You still gonna have to use that paper dollar to pay your light bill or whatever. But you gotta use your mind to find a way to get out of paying that light bill by alternative energy. Now the reason why you want that gold is because they're gonna crash this dollar because it's of inflation. They can't keep printing up a whole lot of money. You know, it's gonna collapse on itself. Elijah Muhammad was talking about this. So you either put it in some land or some gold or both. I recommend both. I recommend putting in land and gold and silver. But you got to strategically do this and you got to collectively do it. You got to do it. First of all, you got to, if it's a majority, like Detroit is majority black. You got to, each neighborhood is like a village. At one time we had neighborhood city halls under Mayor Young administration. Okay, we got to get something like that back. We got to have block clubs and we got to have neighbor city halls where we do our own, each community or neighborhood do their own governing, you know, their own patrolling. You keep that money within the neighborhood, but each neighborhood is going to have a pawn shop, and they want your gold change and whatever. And you know, you can't pay the light bill with your gold chain, so you take it to the pawn shop. After you let that money stay in your neighborhood, you go to the pawn shop, buy back all the gold collectively. A group of y'all do it. One man can't do it. A group of y'all do it. Therefore, you will have some money to pay your light bill, some paper dollars to pay your light bill with, but you'll have enough money to purchase gold. You set on it. You put it in a safe place. That's how they doing in Texas. Texas, the white boys purchasing gold and burying it, just in case the government, you know, see, they got a law. They had a law not to hoard the gold, but if you buy it, it's yours, and they can't come after you. You know, that's when you're gonna have to blast them. You know, with your Jimmy Jams, when they come and try to take your property away from you. Once you possession is 9/10 of the law. I think that's how it goes. Once you occupy that land, it's yours. Don't give it up. Don't move it for nobody. You know, don't run out there where they at, because they're gonna come right back here in the city, because the infrastructure is better than out there where in the suburbs. You know. So once you get on that land, stay there. But you got to do it in groups. You know, one man, they're going to pick you off. But a group, a whole neighborhood, you know, they ain't going to do this. But now what else you got to do? You got to develop armies to protect it. You got to know how to make your own ammunition. You got to know this. Know how to make your own weapons. You got to know how to do that. And you got to do it. You know? Now that's revolution. You can talk about revolution if you want to, but if you ain't prepared for revolution, then you're going to get wiped out. You know? You got to know how to make your own weapons. So you got to have a group of people that can do that. You got to have scientists, a group of people that know how to counter they scientists. You got to have generals and armies and navies and everything else, you know. But anyway, you know it's coming, but you ain't acting on it. But you're going to have to use that paper dollar right now, but it's how you use it. You know, yeah, you need it to get paid for your efforts and your work, but don't give it right back. Keep it in the community. And then don't take it down to your community pawn shop, buy them out with the gold, melt that gold back down, put your stamp on there. Black power. Put black power on that sucker. Or the head of one of our ancestors on that sucker. And then you could trade all day long overseas. This is what Gaddafi did. You know? But what messed Gaddafi up was he didn't do this right away. He played he was in bed with the Caucasian for a minute. Then you know he got his thing together, and then he always had enemies, you know, that wanted to take over anyway. So the Caucasian used his own people against his people, like he doing us right now. Because everybody want to be right. You know, I was listening to the young fellow, he was right. He says it's going to be a revolution, but you don't talk that right now. Because you ain't got no bullets, you don't make no bullets, you ain't got an alternative, nothing alternative in place. Nothing but talk. You talking about other people talking. You talking, because you ain't got nothing happening otherwise. You know? And You got to grow these young boys up in a military school, so they know tactics on how to fight and everything. So you got to have that. I mean, you ain't got to broadcast it, but you got to make it known so people might want to send their children there. You know, like the FOI. We know they military. You know. But anyway, you know, everybody talking, but you know, you got to put the pieces together in its proper perspective. You know, you got to do things strategically, but you always got to do it collectively in order to make it work right. You can't divide yourself having debates, man, about who right, who wrong. Both of y'all right, but you gotta. It's like putting a piece to the puzzle. This piece fits, you know, right here. It may look similar to that piece, but it's slightly different. You know, it fits over there. You know, so if you put that puzzle together right, you'll have the whole picture. This is Black Light Out.